Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the performance of the national anthem by Mr. Dalton Jones, NWAC student.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Dalton. You may now be seated. I am honored to introduce you to the president of Northwest Arkansas Community College. Dr. Evelyn Jorgensen became the third president of Northwest Arkansas Community College in 2013. She holds an Associate Arts degree from State Fair Community, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from Columbia, and master's and doctoral degrees in higher education from the University of Missouri. Throughout her career, Dr. Jorgensen has been passionate about the contributions to community colleges. In her role as president, she continues to demonstrate the same level of passion and commitment to NWAC students. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Evelyn Jorgensen.
Thank you, Wally, for your warm welcome. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this day of celebration. Northwest Arkansas Community College has made a significant difference in the lives of thousands of students over the past 31 years. Over 19,000 degrees and certificates have been earned by almost 14,000 graduates. We want to celebrate the many student success stories and say thank you to the community leaders, the philanthropists, and the NWAC faculty and staff who have played key roles in changing lives. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Ron Branscombe, to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Jorgensen. Hello, family, friends, faculty, and graduating students. My name is Ron Branscombe, and I am the chairman of the Northwest Arkansas Community College Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, it's my distinct honor today to welcome you to the 2021 commencement ceremony for Northwest Arkansas Community College. We are blessed to have an outstanding Board of Trustees for the college. Joining us on the stage today are two of our fellow trustees. I want to introduce Mr. Lucas Pointer, to my right, and also Mrs. Rachel Harris, to my right. For many of you, the path to this commencement has not been an easy one. You may be the first in your family to attend college or decided to return to higher education after decades of being in the workforce. Many of you have had long nights of studying in between working and taking care of your families. There may have been times you struggled not to give it up when it was too challenged to get that paper finished or that homework done. But with a strong will and support from your advisors, professors, and family, you persevered, and it has paid off. Today, you celebrate your job well done with spouses, parents, and children who also have made sacrifices for you to be here today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Northwest Arkansas Community College, congratulations to all of you.
Now I would like to introduce the rest of the stage party and ask them to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until introductions are completed. Mr. Mark Wallenmeyer, Dean of Health Professions, who welcomed you earlier as today's Master of Ceremony. Dr. Ricky Tompkins, Vice President of Learning. Dr. Todd Kitchen, Vice President of Student Services. And Mr. Al Massery, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Today we are recognizing two very special individuals. Patricia Rodriguez is a social work-oriented, nonprofit professional and independent bilingual program facilitator. She's focused on facilitating a safe community outside of institutions. In her current position as a client advocate at the Bail Project, she works to disrupt the system of pretrial incarceration through policy and direct services and advocacy. After Patricia graduated from NWAC, she went on to earn a bachelor's degree in social work from the University of Arkansas and worked in advocacy and service roles with a number of community-oriented nonprofits, including HARC at the Center for Community Care, Feeding Communities, Northwest Arkansas Center for Sexual Assault, and One Community, in addition to her volunteer work with the Fayetteville Public Library, Second Helping Northwest Arkansas, Proyecto Mariposa by Colors United, and Springdale High School. In her independent programming work, she draws on her experience as a teen mom to help people access the internal resources for connection and healing from the trauma of injustice through the lenses of kindness, hopefulness, and play. The Northwest Arkansas Community College Alumni Association is pleased to honor Ms. Rodriguez with the 2021 Dick Trammell Outstanding Alumni Award. Here today to deliver that award himself is Mr. Dick Trammell.
Thank you, Dr. Jorgensen. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here today. And it's a pleasure and an honor for me to present. I think you have a plaque here. It's a pleasure for me to present to Patricia Rodriguez. You heard about this young lady. We just met, but I had opportunity to be a part of selecting her. And one thing about it, we appreciate young people who have the opportunity to come to Northwest Arkansas and be as successful as you have been. We're honored to give you this and to say congratulations. Let's give her a big hand.
Hi, hello. I am incredibly humbled to receive this award. I want to thank Christina from Career Pathways for thinking I'm outstanding and nominating me. Mr. Trammell, I really want to thank you for building, encouraging, and continuing a legacy of service to a community that also offers a way to recognize others who are probably like me and typically stay in the background. I'm thankful to be here with you today. NWAC was the foundational groundwork in giving me the confidence to continue my higher education. Without my fellow non-traditional students, a campus with staff, faculty, and a board that truly understands what it means to support students of all ages and stages of life, I don't know if I would have had the confidence to say I want to continue my education. This feedback is weird. Continue my education beyond community college. And I want to be a helper using that education. I want to leave the world a little kinder and a little more playful than when I arrived. So I guess the foundation here at NWAC is helping me with that and really allowing me to do what I love. Thank you again to the nominating board and Mr. Trammell. Congratulations to the class of 2021. You've completed college through a pandemic. So you're the rock stars today.
Thank you. Dr. Matt Evans has taught political science courses, American National Government, Introduction to Comparative Politics, Intro to International Relations, and Intro to United Nations at Northwest Arkansas Community College for the past 6 years. He received his PhD in political science with graduate certificates in ethnic studies and women's gender studies from Northern Arizona University, though he spent his childhood and young adult life in Southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky. His teaching at NWAC has been guided by experiential learning, financial accessibility for students, and politics of the margins and non-elites. He has co-advised the NWAC Model United Nations team, utilized service learning in his classes, used open educational resource textbooks in his classes, taught the role of civil liberties in the lives of college students, served on numerous college communities and statewide associations. He has also led the effort to write both the college's First Amendment policies on academic freedom and free expression. His great joy teaching has come from students when students act on their own political values rather than complaining about the world. They appreciate the role of reading books rather than Googling and engage with intellectual clarity the ideas of others or strike it big beyond the walls of academia. Ladies and gentlemen, today's distinguished faculty, Dr. Matt Evans.
Greetings, colleagues, students, friends, and distinguished guests. Make no mistake, today represents many things to us. At its most straightforward, today is a great accomplishment for our graduating class and our NWAC community. It took enormous patience, strength, energy, perseverance, and charity for us all to be here today. Some of us endured sleepless nights, fleeting attention, crushing anxiety, and new computer technology. Others faced deaths, evictions, lost jobs, families and friends losing their minds, and morally centered compatriots becoming fanatical hedonists. Some of us face the guilt of escaping the worst of the past year. Today is a triumph of the will, both for students struggling to transcend their own limits and take control over their own lives, and for NWAC faculty and staff assisting in their transcendence. Today is a moment to give thanks for the bright and wonderful students that make classes and grading an escape from routine, as well as members of the Graduation Planning Committee for bringing us together safely during this ceremony. Those committee members include Becky Hudson, Lindsay White, Carla Wells, Jeremy Humans, Carl Collier, Amy Rodriguez, Jeff Labert, Diane Boss, Karen Tinker Walker, Treva Kennedy, Jamie Schrader, Jamie Boyd, and Cecil White. Let us take a moment to applaud this essential group of people. Most importantly, today is a paradigm in humility, to accept the limits and external impositions on our existence that only become knowable at the most inconvenient times, to find how our own senses may lead us to wrongly judge others, to feel how our very existence depends more than we like on others, and to know how our successes and our failures are as likely deserved as they are owed. We will carry today with us to identify and explain the problems and opportunities of tomorrow. Where would community be without those committed to the greater good of all, or leaders who know to move out of the way for others to act? What could a country be without a founding president so selfless that he never sought the office, stepped down at the height of his popularity after 2 terms, always sought the conflicting advice of others even when it annoyed him, endured the mockery and derision of others in print and speech without response, and advocated for the role of higher education in building better citizens? Where would public discourse be without not just the learned, but the salty, the messy, the barely expressible, the unintelligible, and the obscene? Where would life be without the cooperation and the struggle of others? Where would internet trolls be without rational people? Where would curious people be without librarians? Where would teachers be without the stubborn and the ill-prepared? By my own account, what can the story of catastrophe and triumph be but one of humility? What can my own life be but a fable of kindness and patience of others, a set of privileges bestowed by circumstances, and a glowing fuzziness of the future? How could I be here before you today without the help of administrative assistants with endless times and bureaucratic insights, colleagues that never tired of me getting up on my soapbox, academic mentors like Chris Huggard, who always improve my best and worst ideas, college leaders that never tired of being ambushed by my questions, parents who never really understood my career but supported it anyways, a wife who always shared and expanded my dreams, a tween son that always reminded me how unhip I was. Where would I be without my graduate school professors like Joel Olson, who snatch highlighters out of the hands of young students because you cannot do political theory with blunt instruments. Ida Chowdhury, who always pushed me to see the contrapuntal and the marginal beyond the silliness of both sides. Roger Payne, who pushed me to see the limits and possibilities of public discourse. Or Sean Parson, who willingly agreed to be my dissertation chair after my dissertation chair had died before I finished my dissertation. Perhaps I would be richer, cooler, and hipper, but I would certainly be less fortunate and less humble.
Thank you, Dr. Evans, for reminding us to thank those people around us who make it possible for us to be successful. And also reminding us that we have a challenge to make the world better around us, which requires action, which requires thought, requires learning, which is why our graduates are here. As a chief academic officer and having the privilege to represent all the faculty and staff of Northwest Arkansas Community College, would the member of the stage party now step forward to present our NY graduates their diplomas. And graduates, get ready. Now it's your time. Please stand. Please stand, graduates, and proceed to the stage.
Dwayne Lee Forbes, Associate of Applied Science, Food Studies, Culinary Arts, Associate of Applied Science, Food Studies, Artisanal Food, Technical Certificate, Food Studies, Culinary Arts, Technical Certificate, Food Studies, Artisanal Food, Certificate of Proficiency, Food Studies, Culinary Arts, Certificate of Proficiency, Food Studies, Artisanal Food, summa cum laude with distinction. Sheena R. Owens, Associate of Applied Science, Food Studies, Culinary Arts, Technical Certificate, Food Studies, Culinary Arts, Certificate of Proficiency, Food Studies, Culinary Arts. Katie McBride Ross, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Shaylee Michelle Harveston, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant. Kelsey Meadows, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Maria A. Gibbs, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Stephanie Lynn Nix, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Aide. Perla Anais Sanchez, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Kaylee Rodriguez, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Elizabeth A. Lowe, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts, and Sciences Non-STEM, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Rebecca Elaine Seamer, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Rosie Marissa Fernandez, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Antonia Julia Rogero, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Tiffany Michelle Admani, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts, and Sciences STEM, Associate of Arts, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Tiffany Diamond Moore, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Elliot Pierce Nance, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts, and Sciences STEM, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Bryn Page Broswell, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant, magna cum laude with distinction. Haley Stark, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant. Kevin R. Oldenburg, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Sarah K. Roark, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, summa cum laude with distinction. Andrea Beth Stewart, Associate of Applied Science Nursing. Sharon Chavez, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Kelsey Richter, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Nursing Assistant, magna cum laude with distinction. Kimberly Lucille Gaines, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Nursing Assistant, Certificate of Proficiency Nursing Aide, magna cum laude with distinction. Julia Paris Aiden, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Taylor Joy King, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Suzanne Sasso, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, summa cum laude with distinction. Sheena Caitlin Sweden, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Nursing Assistant, Certificate of Proficiency Nursing Aide, magna cum laude with distinction. Adriana Vaughn Sanchez Jimenez, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Associate of Science Liberal Arts and Sciences STEM, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Francisco Amador Perez, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology. Claudia Garcia, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology, Technical Certificate Construction Technology, Certificate of Proficiency Construction Technology. Chad Anthony Swanner, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology, Certificate of Proficiency Construction Technology, veteran. Jacqueline Jimenez Garcia, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology, Technical Certificate Construction Technology, summa cum laude with distinction. Ashley Ray Henson, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology, Technical Certificate Construction Technology, Certificate of Proficiency Construction Technology, magna cum laude with distinction. Tommy Flowers Davis, Associate of Applied Science Construction Technology, Technical Certificate Construction Technology, Certificate of Proficiency Construction Technology, magna cum laude with distinction. Michael Warren Kilpatrick, Associate of Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technology Paramedic. Robert Steeves, Certificate of Proficiency in Community Paramedicine with distinction. Cole Bundy, Associate of Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technical Paramedic, Technical Certificate in Emergency Medical Technician Paramedic, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Emergency Technical Basic, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences with distinction. Alice Childress, Technical Certificate of Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Science with distinction. Stacy Guzman, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences with distinction. Jasmine Ramirez Mondragon, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Science. Maria Celia Barrasso Araujo, Associate of Applied Science Nursing, Associate of General Studies, magna cum laude. Mandy Faye Burke, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences with distinction. Cambry Michane Kirkshank, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Science, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences. Journey Rochelle Britt, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences with distinction. Katie Darapa Lake, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences with distinction. Christina Yvette Barsciuto, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Dalia Oliveira, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, magna cum laude. Tiffany May Capshaw, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Rebecca Jean George, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Heather M. Pearson, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, summa cum laude with distinction. Crystal Leah Miller, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences STEM, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Jessica Burns, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Susanna Elizabeth Vargas, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy. Donna E. Obispo Smith, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Karen Gutierrez, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Amy Elizabeth Greeton, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Brenda Arias, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. You want to see? Alexandria Davis, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Health Professions Distinguished Graduate. Robert S. Kipnis, Associate of Applied Science, Respiratory Therapy. Destiny Madison Draper, Associate of Applied Science, Therapist Assistant. Kelsey L. Bordon, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Courtney Michelle Ham, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Magna Cum Laude with distinction, veteran. Christina Michelle Watson, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences. Cynthia Marquez Blanco, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of Arts, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency Pre-Health Sciences, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Kathy Du-Tran, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences. Isabel Sanchez, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Raven Simone Maxwell, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of Arts, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Science, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Tiffany Amber Akins, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Stacy Carter, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Darian Elizabeth Malone, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant. Karen Juanita McMahon, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Science. Julie Ann Piper, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Ben Kirkendall, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Management, Associate of General Science, Technical Certificate, Health Information Management, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Dustin Donald Mapes, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Information Management Application. Cameron Dunaway, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Networking, Technical Certificates, Cyber Technician, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Lakin Matthew Cooper, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Aided Drafting and Design, Architectural Design, Certificate of Proficiency, Computer Aided Drafting and Design, Architectural Design, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Dusty Edmund Ogden, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Computer Programming. Jerry Lee Rigner, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Computer Program, summa cum laude. Shelley Renee Attaway, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Computer Programming. Michael James Longoria Billings, Associate of Science, General Business, Veteran. Claudia Marisol Rust, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, Logistics Management, Technical Certificate, Logistics Management, Magna Cum Laude with distinction. Yahaira Yolanda Torres, Associate of Science, General Business, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Non-STEM, Certificate of General Studies, Associate of Arts. Javier Ivan Chavez Ibarra, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, Logistics Management, Technical Certificate, Logistics Management. Mackenzie Rianne Pilstrom, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, General Business, Technical Certificate, General Business. Dominique Marie Costello, Associate of Science, General Business, Certificate of General Studies. Vanessa Perez, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Sandra Herrera Rodriguez, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, Retail. Precious Jenkins, Associate of Science, General Business, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies. Veronica Desat Tejada Montenegro, Associate of General Studies. Adrienne K. Rogers, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, General Business, Technical Certificate, General Business. Ohilia Betta, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, Accounting Technology, Associate of Science and Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Technical Certificate, Accounting Technology. Samantha Jo Wolf, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, Accounting Technology. Casey Marie Watts, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design, Architectural Design. Brittany Stephanie Diaz-Lopez, Technical Certificate, Dental, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assistant with Distinction. Daisy Ruby, Technical Certificate, Dental, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting with Distinction. Litzy Ramirez Barroso, Technical Certificate, Dental, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assistant with Distinction. Patricia Navarro Alvarado, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting with Distinction. Kyla Chanesty, Technical Certificate, Dental, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting with Distinction. Brittany Lynn Etheridge, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Dental, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences. Taylor J. Godwin, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting, Technical Certificate, Dental Assisting. Brooklyn Yvette May Glass, Associate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Dental, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting, Honors Summa Cum Laude. Chance Ryan Looney, Associate of General Studies. Brianna Joy Clemens, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies. Vanessa Lynn Eubank Thetford, Associate of General Studies. Esmeralda Galvin, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences STEM, Certificate of General Studies, Technical Certificate, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing Assistant, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assistant. Heather Leanne Duckett, Associate of General Studies, magna cum laude. Isaiah Kendrick Harris, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies, summa cum laude with distinction. Carla Jeanette Santana, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business transfer. Mariana Arroyo, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College Business of Transfer. Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM, magna cum laude. Rodney Scott Cook, Jr., Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM, Certificate of General Studies, summa cum laude with distinction. Senia Stephanie Aguilar, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, magna cum laude. Katie Echeverria, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, magna cum laude. Hui Wu, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM. Lydia Sloan, Associate of Science, General Business, summa cum laude, Certificate of General Studies. Danielle Allison Robertson, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM, Certificate of General Studies. Melody Denise Wheeler, Associate of Science, General Business, magna cum laude. Vicki Calderon, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies. Chloe Denise Stevens, Associate of Science, General Business. Sarah Trinidad Sitchi, Associate of General Studies, Certificate of General Studies, Certificate of Proficiency, Pre-Health Sciences, magna cum laude with distinction. Esteban Quiros Artiega, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Raul Alex Garcia Gomez, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Caleb Troy Whiteside, Associate of Science, General Business, Associate of General Studies, summa cum laude. Aiden Joshua Oliver, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude. Daniela Anna Glory, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude, Honors Program graduate. Jason Espinoza Contreras, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Nicholas Chase Da Vi Swininen, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Information Systems, magna cum laude. Edson Miranda, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Tiffany Ann Valencia, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College Business Transfer, Associate of Science General Business. Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM, Certificate of General Studies, magna cum laude with distinction. Veronica Medina, Associate of Science, General Business. Adrian Lopez, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Yumi Nakajima, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude. Alice Ferreira Barboza, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude. Adib Masari, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, summa cum laude. Kimberly Baumgartner, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Sciences, non-STEM, magna cum laude. Leonel Cruz, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, magna cum laude. Mindy Munoz-Smith, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Crystal G. Lemos, Associate of Science, General Business. Zachary Ryan Clay Hall, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer. Brendan Paul Fuchs, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, Associate of Science, Liberal Arts and Science. Matthew Lavelle West, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Walton College of Business Transfer, magna cum laude, and one of the only people who always showed up to my online office hours. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentation of candidates. Graduates, I offer you my congratulations to each of you for the significant accomplishments being celebrated here today. And I know they were significant because I read them all. Your hard work and personal sacrifices you made in reaching this important plateau are a true reflection of both your abilities and commitment. You are now in a position to make a significant difference in the world, and I wish you continued success and prosperity.
Fellow members of the NWAC Administration and Board of Trustees, as Vice President for Learning, it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to present to you the members of the 2021 NWAC graduating class. Let's give them a hand. Congratulations. Now, will the graduates please stand? And Dr. Jorgensen, it is my privilege for passing the graduates over to you.
By the power vested in the Board of Trustees of the State of Arkansas, I hereby confer upon you the associate degrees and professional certificates with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. Congratulations. You may move your tassel over your left eye. Graduates, please remain standing and repeat after me the NWAC alumni oath. As an NWAC graduate, I commit myself to lifelong learning. I pledge to apply the skills, knowledge, and values from my NWAC experience. As I engage and improve the enterprises, for which I work and the communities in which I live. I acknowledge that I am now forever part of the NWAC family. And will proudly help sustain NWAC's legacy for future generations. You are now a lifelong member of the NWAC family, and we hope you will consider becoming an active member of the NWAC Alumni Association. Please remember to take your gift bag, sponsored by the Alumni Association, from your seat. Graduates, you have accomplished so much during your educational journey here at NWAC. You are to be congratulated. At this time, please prepare for the recessional. Guests, as the graduates prepare to exit, please remain seated until faculty and graduates have completed the traditional recessional from the field. You may meet your graduates outside of the gates. Please be sure to exit through the gates to your left. Mr. Branscombe, please begin the recessional.